I am so privileged to bring to you one of my personal master mentors, Reverend Nirvana Gayle. Welcome to the Cafe of Dreams.
Yeah, it's a wonder and glory to be here in this Cafe of Dreams of yours.
I think it's just marvelous. Reverend Nirvana has been one of my personal mentors, as I have told you. And I'm beginning this Master Mentor series truly selecting my mentors because have you ever had the experience where someone has awakened you in your life? Well, that is one person that I am never forget. Reverend Nirvana, you are that person for me. You and Reverend Michael Beckwith here at the Agape Church in Culver City, California, awakened me to a concept that heretofore I had not known before. And you were one of the people who would stand up in, this was a 4-year training program to become a licensed spiritual practitioner, if you remember.
Absolutely.
And you would stand at the pole talking to our class, absolutely declaring one thing over and over again, and that is, when you see me, you see he who sent me. Do you remember that?
I do remember that.
And that was an explosive concept to me because I have never heard someone in my generation actually declaring to the world that you were claiming yourself to be a spiritual being.
That's right. Beyond a shadow of a doubt. There's actually taking advantage of, that was actually a quote of Jesus's.
It was.
When you see me, you see my Father who has sent me. And so it was just taking that to heart and saying, let me claim first what my spiritual identity is, because the rest of my identities, they proceed from that. That's first and foremost who I am. And I wanted to remind everybody else, because that's where the power lies. That's where the spiritual authority to guide and govern everything in your life. It comes from that. When you know that truth and you can function and operate from that truth, then everything else falls in line. So like what they say, first things first, seek first the kingdom of God and all these things shall be added. Boom. So it just falls in line just from that place.
Well, the one thing that I really want to thank you about is that you made it personal for me. And that's what a mentor really does. It says, you too can have this experience. And without that personal experience, that message could have just gone right over my head. Mm-hmm. But you embodied it for me, and you were able to let me see it in action, in reality, in this decade, in this real world, here and now, not in Jesus's time.
Right.
But you embodied that, and it was an attractive idea. And from that, I took it in and began to realize that this life is not just on the physical plane. We are more than that.
Yes.
We are spiritual beings.
That's right, having a human experience.
Having a human experience.
And what a lovely human experience
we're cooking in the kitchen all the time.
Love cooking in your kitchen.
But what it is that we're cooking up now, when you have a spiritual understanding of who you really are, that's when the cake tastes so much better.
Yes.
Am I right about that?
Absolutely. Was that statement in the Spirit says, I have meat ye know not of. So we're cooking up that special kind of stuff. I don't know why I would use the meat metaphor when I'm a vegan, but what the heck, it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
But you said something about me making it personal to you. It was easy to make it personal to you because you were then and always have been of such an extraordinary consciousness. You were one of those profound souls that had a deep, profound desire to know truth, to know God, to know yourself, to know life, to know love, and to find a way in which you could demonstratively express that in your daily living. Yes. And that was key and germane to who it is that you were. And it was easy to see that the lights were on inside of you and shining brightly and brilliantly. So it was easy to be able to personalize this stuff, these teachings, these trainings, this truth for you, because you so desperately and profoundly desired it. And that desire allowed for it to emanate from your soul and your being in ways that you didn't even know. So it was really just a matter of pointing it out. See what you got going on here, Kitchen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you for that. And do you see how a master mentor helps someone by just what you did is telling me that he already saw within me that potential. And that's what a master mentor does. The power, I love this, you know, I love the power of mentorship, because real true mentorship is that you not only see the potential of someone, but you help pull it out, and that's what a real mentor does. And that's the purpose of the Master Mentorship series here today, is to just recognize that we all need a good mentor. But then once we have a great mentor, we get to be a great mentor.
Yes.
So the power of mentorship is truly a circle where we help, where we get help, and then we give help.